Hello Line Path 2, welcome to your reading. So today I'm going to quickly talk about some of your characteristics, so the characteristics of a Life Path 2 whilst I get your cards ready, and then we'll go into the main reading, which will be the collective reading. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and then we will go into the pick a pile section of the reading. So Life Path 2, you are the peacemakers. You can be very diplomatic, and so when people are having issues, you can generally see both sides. You're known as a mediator. So you do well working in a job like that, mediating between divorced couples and or even businesses, if you have a business savvy ahead on you, mediating through negotiations and that kind of thing. You're very good at finding the common ground, the middle ground, and a way for people to come together through their differences. You're very supportive and loyal as well. You stay true to those that you care about. Friendships and relationships, interpersonal relationships in general are extremely important to you. You have a sensitive nature, and this is one of the reasons why you can help people, because you're sensitive to others' feelings, and you can see how people can get themselves in situations. You're not very judgmental. The only thing is, you do need to learn to regulate your emotions because of this sensitivity. Sometimes you may find your emotions get a little bit out of balance. So yes, it's good for you to keep your eye on your own emotions and just checking that you're not giving too much, you're not emptying your cup, Life Path 2. So that is a little bit of a talk on your life path characteristics. We're nearly done with your cards, and we can start to turn them over and see what we have come through for you. This last card is, here it is. That last card was taking a while to come out, Life Path 2. It was a bit, maybe we've got some slow energy going. Let's have a look, we'll see. Okay, Page of Wands is not slow energy, so this is your overall energy, but we'll keep going. Let's have a look and see why that was sticking a little bit at the end. The card was having trouble coming out. Alright, okay. I see now, I see, Life Path 2. Okay, so let's have a look at your first card, Page of Wands. We'll pop it on here so you can take a closer look. The Page of Wands is a good energy to be having. It's the energy that's going to be surrounding you over the coming weeks. And the Page of Wands can be infectious energy, it's enthusiasm. It shows that you're going to be getting ideas coming through for you. So, if you've been feeling stuck lately in your ideas, if you've been wanting to come up with a way forward and you've been feeling a little bit stuck, this energy is going to be shifted, and you're going to be feeling these ideas of a way to move in life in whatever way you need to be moving at the moment. You'll find that energy is shifting and moving. It's a beautiful card, it's beautiful energy. It's also a time to try new things as well. You may be finding yourself being drawn to that which you usually are not drawn to. So yes, that could be music, it could be type of films you watch, or just people in general. You may find yourself being drawn to people you are not usually drawn to. So anything outside of your norm, really, you may find yourself being drawn to that which is outside your normal desires and wants. Okay, we do have, for the mental body, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, so we're coming to the end of a cycle within the mental body, within the mind, and how you have been thinking and perceiving things. There may have been something that has been playing on your mind. It might be a behaviour, a thought pattern that has been heavily playing on your mind. It's been ruminating. You may find that you've been stuck in a little bit of the analysis paralysis. This is going to shift. The 10 is about shifting, you see. It's the end of the cycle, so you may find that you either get some clarity coming through, or it just fades away naturally because the time is right for it to fade away. It could also be life path 2, because you are being attracted to new ideas. This is helping the old ideas patter out. Any mental anguish that you've had, or just something that's been playing on your mind and you've not been able to move past. You may find that you're feeling you either let it go or you're distracted from it with new ideas. We can see in your emotional placement, life path 2, we can see that you have the 10 of cups. So you're emotionally going to be drawn very much to your interpersonal relationships. The 10 is it's a good card to get. It's a nice energy. You're going to be looking towards improving any of your relationships in emotionally. So you feel emotionally good within your relationships too. We can see with the 10, it's a change. So you may be changing. There may be conversations that you have that end up changing the dynamics a little bit in a relationship or relationships. But we can see this is where your attention is emotionally. You're just feeling very emotionally drawn towards being around family, friends, or anybody class, anybody who makes your heart happy and makes you feel emotionally satisfied, is where your attention is going to be in terms of your emotions. Right, okay, so we're moving on to direction from spirit. We've got swords coming through again. Now, what I want to say, life path 2, you have 3 cards that have come through that are the swords card. So the swords are to do with the intellect, logic, action. It's also can be the ego as well. So I feel you are being asked to check the ego. You know, everybody has an ego. The ego is our sense of identity. It's important, but it's important not to identify too closely with it. And it's also important to keep a check on it. Everybody should do this, because the ego can run away with itself. It can take control, and we can act in ways that, you know, we don't really want to. But so it's good to have a good relationship with the ego or your sense of identity. So the direction from spirit is to just pay close attention to your ego, to your sense of identity. I feel this is coming through strong because of the 3 swords cards that you have in this reading. Although the other cards are positive, there's a very positive energy coming through. So I feel some of you will be going through a understanding of self. So you're going to be seeing an aspect of yourself and letting it go. Or you're going to be seeing an aspect of yourself and building on it further. But I'm seeing that coming through quite strong in the reading, life path 2. We see again here, your inner strength that's coming through is your intuition, your high priestess energy. This is beautiful energy. The high priestess is when you are really connecting with who you are. And as it's coming in the inner strength placement, you are going to be connecting. Again, we've got further messages coming through about connecting with self, connecting with your identity, connecting with who you are, checking that you are coming from a place of authenticity, coming from a place of intuition, inner knowing, and not coming from ego. And I feel that's what you're going to be doing. We can see for your final card of the tarots, we can see coming through here the Eight of Swords. Again, we've got this swords energy coming through. It's an opening your eyes to reveal the truth. So we have these two cards next to each other. We have the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords. I look at the Eight as being like the end of a karmic cycle. That's how I see it. So it's when you level up. So you've been doing something, you're getting a good understanding of it, and then you come to the centre point of it. It's a clarity, and then you move on to your next lesson. And that's like the Eight going round like so. And that's what I feel is coming through for you, life path 2. You're going to be letting go of that what does not serve you, or building on something that does serve you further. There's clarity coming through, strong clarity with the High Priestess here and the Eight of Swords beside each other. Yeah, so anything that you need to be viewing in a different perspective, that's going to happen. Any perspectives you need to let go of or shift, that's going to be happening. So we're seeing a growing stage here, but I feel life path 2 that it is a growing stage that has been happening steadily, and you're now just going to move past it. Okay, so you'll know what that means. It's a general reading, so it's hard for me to be specific about it. Specific, I should say. Pacific's an ocean, isn't it? Specific. It's hard for me to be specific about it. But we can see in the reading that emotionally you're going to be going to places, you know, that align with you, that make your heart happy. And we can see mentally you're going to be shifting and removing that which does not serve you, and looking into new ideas, new ways of doing things, and new interests. So we're seeing a new coming through here, a new set point. And with that we look at change. We see change. You've got 2 10s coming through in your mental and emotional body. 10 in both of them. Again, 10 is change. So we're looking at a new beginning coming through here. It's a lovely reading. I will now pull you a oracle card. So we'll just take a quick look at these. Geometric. I'm trying to think what the name is now. Let's get one out for you. Activations, that's it. Sacred Geometry Activations. So these are new cards, so I've not had time to fully get to know them. I've connected with them slightly. Right, they're very big and I have very small hands. I'm going to have to do it this way. Okay. Whoa, there we go. Compassion. Let's have a look what it says on here. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our hearts and into the world. Okay, I feel this is the card coming through with the compassion. I feel that, you know, you are a compassionate person anyway, but I feel you're going to be tapping deeper into your compassion, especially with you having the 10 of Cups here in the emotional body. I do feel it is going to be all about, the next coming weeks are going to be all about coming from the heart centre with you, life path 2. You're going to be wanting to do whatever makes your heart happy, or being around others and seeing them happy, and which makes your heart happy. But I'm not surprised you've got this card. It's a heart-centered card. We've got very much heart-centered energy coming through. Authenticity, heart-centered energy. So yeah, so a lovely reading. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear the table. I'm going to get the yes or no cards out ready. I'll speed up the video as I do this, and we will get to your pick a pile section. Okay, Life Path 2, if you would like to pick a card, 1, 2 or 3, and then we will turn them over. I'm just going to do it quickly on this video. I'm going to stick with just the one card today. Okay, so I'm going to turn over card 1 now. So if you pick card 1, the answer is a no, with endings and defeats. Okay. And if you pick card 2, you have a yes, with vibrancy, Queen of Wands. You just back to this one, if you're still watching, the 10, you've got, that's another 10. So we're seeing an end coming through for you in a lot of different areas of your life. In terms of, like, you know, I feel it's a good change though that's coming through. It's something that's going to be good for you. Pile 1. Now for pile 3 we have the Lovers card, but we have a yes no. Let's have a look, because you have a message on this one. My personal value system leaves me to love. My personal value systems lead me to love. Okay, so that's a yes no for there. Okay, so that is the end of the reading, Life Path 2. I hope you took something from this. If you did, if you could like and subscribe, I will be very grateful. Until the next time, bye.